Hey Devines! Guess what we are doing today? Individual braids with perm right ends. So, I decided to prep my hair last night and wash it. And then I decided to braid it in these big jumbo braids. If you missed it, check my post from earlier. And I took my braids down this morning because I wanted to try a blowout on my hair with no blow dryer. So this is a no heat blowout fro. This is all pick and air dry and jumbo braids. So today I am braiding my hair up. Look at this. I am not zoomed in, guys. I had to, hold on, first of all, I'm sweating now, okay? I had to push back my camera lens because my hair would have been out of the frame. And this is a new brush that I'm trying. Come on in. And it's a detangling brush where it has the movable combs. And I detangle my hair pretty well, so I don't have too much shedding from this. You can see, but oh my gosh. Okay, so we will definitely be using water again today to do my braids. But I just wanted to show you guys this because I have not seen my hair fully blown out with no heat in a long time. Like, oh my gosh, this is blowing my mind. Like, okay, so let's get started. So let me show you the different parts that we need to do, okay? If you're just joining, look at the title. Today we are doing individual braids with perm rod ends. And I'm doing this because the next 2 weeks are gonna be crazy busy with a bunch of stuff. So turn your notifications on because I have a big announcement for Devine Glamour. And that includes Tutorial Tuesdays as well. So what that means is I need to put my hair away in a protective style for at least 2 weeks, which means Tutorial Tuesdays will be shifting a little bit so that we can do more makeup tutorials. So if you have any makeup tutorial tips or issues or concerns or problems, drop them in the comments below so that, or DM me, because then I make sure I don't miss them, so that we can do those these next coming weeks. So when you do your individual braids, you want to start off with parts that are universal. Universal parts means where you can flip your braids or twist or whatever in any direction that you want, okay? And so first, let's start off by sectioning off all this hair, okay? So in the back, actually, I want to go across the top. So we're gonna go from ear to ear. Thank you, thank you. If you missed the beginning, this is an official no heat blowout on my hair. I washed my hair last night and I'll show you the products that I used. I braided my hair in jumbo braids. I incorporated all this in my posts today so you all can see the prep before this style. And after I did the jumbo braids, I let them dry overnight and I woke up and my hair was still a little damp, which was perfect because then I was allowed to take those braids down, pick my hair out, and put it in a big poof for the day. And now when I got home, I picked my hair out to see how big it would get. And as you can see, woo, this is the fro. This is like the legit fro version of my hair. So I'm gonna pin this up just so you all can get an idea of the amount of volume that's going on right now, because honestly, I have not picked my hair out in a while. So just as much as you guys are in awe, like I'm in awe right now. So this is all the back half of my hair. All right, let's do this. So the parts that you want to do that are universal, one is the half part, which is right at the top, ear to ear, okay? And you don't want a part in the middle, because the middle is gonna force your braids to go flop left or right. We want a little bit of both. So we're gonna like make them a little bit of off center and make side parts, okay? If you have questions at any point during this tutorial, drop them in the comment box if you're on Instagram, and in the regular comment section on Facebook. So the same way that I do my universal parts when I'm doing my perm rods, I part my hair in 3 sections. So I'm doing it in the back first, just so you all know what to do later. But I'm only gonna make this live an hour. So I'm showing you all of the parts first. And then I'm going to braid the front though, okay? And of course, I will post the results. So we want to do it in, honestly, some of these clips may not even hold my hair today. So that's the left part. And then, hey, come on in. And then we're going to part this side. And I'm going to show you what 3 parts looks like if you haven't seen me do this before, okay? So the back is in 3 sections. Okay, you want to part off the center here, off the center there, and have a center column. And all of these will be individual braids. Okay, that's what you want to do for your entire head in the back. So now let's do the front of our hair, because that's what I'm going to style today so you guys can see. Thank you, thank you. This process is going to be very interesting. Hello, hello. Come on in. Let's get started. Okay, I'm about to take down the front so you guys can see the volume on that part of my hair. I'm braiding and bunning up the back because I'm going to do that later. So you can see I buttoned that together. Okay, so now the front. So this is my hair on fro status. Completely dry, completely picked out, but it's still moisturized. So I told you I would tell you what products I used last night. So last night I washed my hair. This is all rice water collection from Mielle. I did the shampoo. I did the mint almond oil for my hot oil treatment, and I mixed it with her deep conditioner, the Babassu and mint. And I have low porosity hair, so I only use this one once a month, and yesterday was that. My hair feels amazing. The fact that I can even comb through this hair right now is part of it. And then in terms of light oil, I had put a little bit of like TGIN anti-breakage serum on there because I wore all of this hair poofed out in a ponytail today. You'll see on my post from earlier. And I didn't want my hair to be dry throughout the day. So as you can see, my hair is very moisturized. So in terms of styling today, I'm going to, of course, be misting my hair with water again because water is the holy grail. And I love my misting spray bottle. So we will be misting my hair to give it back that slick feel. And then we're going to put on our leave-in conditioner from the Pomegranate and Honey collection. We're going to be using the rice water hair milk for styling. And before I braid, I'm going to spray a little bit of the Shine Mist, because we want these braids to be very moisturized and we want them to shine. Okay? So I want to make sure that this center part is straight. Okay, it is. Now, we're gonna start on the side. So the key to making straight parts, I have mentioned this before, I am a part perfectionist. I use my hands to feel where I'm going, and I use the comb to guide it, okay? So if you saw me, I was feeling for where this started. Instead of going this way, I'm actually gonna drag my comb from the hair the opposite direction, sweep forward, and then pull, okay? And that's what helps you get your smooth parts, as well as getting a thick rat tail comb, because when your hair is really thick and full, it can cut through that hair and split it through. So let's take this hair and wrap. Even though my hair is not wet, bunning your hair away still helps. One, from you sweating from doing your hair, but two, just keeping it out of the way so you don't get a lot of crosshairs, especially with a style like what we're about to do. There's so many different parts and you don't want that pain of braids crossing each other. So this is going to be probably another row. So we need to cut this in half. So you see I'm dragging, scraping through, and then pull apart. Oh, I skipped a little. Let's do it again. There we go. Let's make sure it's straight. Like I told you, part perfection. So now that my hair is split, I can go this way. There we go. And this I'm just going to clip over. Now, some of you were able to view my 101 session on how to braid and how to twist. So if you are at the process of you aren't going to be able to braid each one, then you need to watch that tutorial first. But definitely stay here so you know what to do. Take notes, watch the one of how to braid and twist, and then you can watch this one because I upload all the tutorials after I do them. So no worries. Okay, we're gonna start with the one in the front. I'm gonna take this. Move that over. Take this, clip it over. Okay, here's the first one. Now, we want to make sure that the edges stay in the right area as well. We have our Eco with the argan oil, the red top. That's all you need to know, it's red top. I'm gonna put that on the front of it, right at the top of the braid. So, one of the questions is, can you do a tutorial on how to French braid? You know what? Yes. Yes, I can. I have provided my virtual services for leave-in conditioner. I have provided my virtual services for my Devines as well, and then I can give you an actual one-on-one and show you how to braid with your hair and with you one-on-one as well. So definitely check out the link in my bio. So as you can see, I misted my hair to give it the moisture back, taking my leave-in. The gel for my edges is the Eco Styler with the argan oil in it. Red top. That's all you need to know. Red top. Okay, we did leave-in. Now we need a little bit of milk. I'm actually debating. I think I might do the shine mist once I'm finished because this hair is super moisturized. Like, I don't need to put anything else in it. It's gonna be smooth. So let's just start braiding. We're gonna split this into 3 sections. And we're gonna braid under, not over. I thought about braiding over so that they're like flat and longer, but I think I'm just going to do my under braids just loose. I'm not gonna braid them tight. And that will give me a little bit more length. As you can see how my hands are farther away from the braid itself. If I wanted to braid this tighter, I would move my hands up a little bit. So let me move a little closer so you can see. By the end, this will somewhat look like knotless braids, but I just decided to do them on my hair by itself. So here's the other thing I was debating on doing, and that was putting rubber bands on the end before I rod it. I don't know, I'm scared, y'all, because I may have enough and I may not. So let's do this. The size rods that we're using today are yellow and pink. I'll show you what they look like. Yellow and pink. The light's probably blocking it. Let's see. There we go. Okay. With this hair in the front, you see it's already curling on its own. So I think I'm gonna do rubber bands, you guys. And when I take these out, I'm gonna have to make sure that I'm very careful when I take them out, and probably cut them very carefully too, so that they do not mess up my ends. So see. LOL. Look at that curl. Okay, let's keep going. So I might do that. I might do the curl, the rubber bands. And then after we braid some of this, maybe close to the end, I'll show you guys how to perm rod the end. Sound like a deal? So I wet it. I'm getting my Eco to put by the base. We're putting the Eco at the base so we can control the frizz at our roots. Kind of like edge control. So basically we're putting edge control at the beginning. Leave in. Milk. And the key to the products is to layer them as well, because that's what gives you that coating, that nice coating over them. Okay. Ooh-wee. Okay, so remember to drop your questions in the question box. But if you're on Facebook, drop your questions in the chat. So, am I doing a style or am I doing a braid out? This will be the style. So, I am going to be pretty busy these next couple weeks, and so I was trying to think of a style that will last and that I can kind of manipulate without having to do a bunch of extra hair or like extensions. I was thinking about how can I just braid my hair and just let that stay up and keep it really moisturized. Basically a protective style that I can work with. And my sister actually did this style on her hair recently. And I was like, you know what? I'm kind of tempted to just do that with my hair and then just leave it alone. And that would be pretty nice to get me through for those like first 2 weeks. So the next couple of Tutorial Tuesdays will be makeup. So water, leave-in. Oh yeah, let me get a little bit of Eco for the base. Okay, then leave-in. Milk. When you're applying your products, make sure you get all the way to the end. Your ends are actually the most important part because your ends is the hair that's not close to your scalp. The hair close to your scalp is the one that's always going to be nourished because that's where the moisture is, that's where your oils are and all of that. But at the end, it doesn't get anything. So make sure that you are applying your product all the way through. So, like I mentioned, I am under braiding, but I'm braiding further away so that they are stretched out and so they are smooth. Am I adding hair jewelry to the braids? That is a really good question because I could, you know what I mean? If I want to, you know, like spice them up and change them up, I could put the gold charms on them. I could put some of the rope on them. Hello, hello. I could do a lot with them. And this is one of the reasons why I wanted to do them because I've done this with the hair extensions as well. But one, it would take longer because I would have to feed in the hair and I would have to feed in closer to the top and keep that going. I was just honestly not in the mood. And I'm already getting short on time because I have officially gone back to work, guys. My regular 9 to 5, 8 to 6, really. So I have gone back to that. So I am not gonna really have the time to do a full style like that was really long where I would have to do the extension braids. And plus, when I do the braids with the extension hair, I like them to honestly hit my waist. So that takes longer too. But I have thought about doing like jumbo braids, but in a bob. But then I was like, your hair is longer than the bob now. So maybe you guys can help me think of a hair extension style that I could do next. But until then, we will be doing, oh, did I just unclip the wrong part? Yes, I did. Until then, we will be doing a couple of makeup tutorials. So just be ready for that. I wanted this clip. See, too much hair going on here. Okay, this is the next section. I'm realizing I could just wet the whole section. Which I'm probably gonna start working smarter, not harder. Eco, which I'll probably still do for each section to make sure it's in between. Leave in. I have definitely thought about doing passion twists on myself. I actually want the passion twist, but I even more want the spring twist. Yes, Courtney. I want the spring twist because they're chunkier and my hair it could probably shrink a little better into there, even though the passion twist will actually be longer than my hair, but I just like the way they look. So in terms of trims, I wanted to trim my hair recently, and once I had my hair all big and poofed out, but I said, you know what, I'll do it after I take these down. So that's what I'm gonna do. That'll probably be my first tutorial for hair. start back here. Let's braid this up. Thank you. Hello, hello. I am, there we go. Parting it in 3. Get it kind of close to the scalp because we don't want too much poof, but then once we get started, we can go all the way through. How long are you keeping this style? I will be keeping this style for at least 2 weeks. We'll see how it goes. If it gets too frizzy and all that, I'll take it down. But my goal is 2 weeks, which is why I'm layering my product really well. Do you use any gels for hold? So I'm using the Eco Styler on my edges at the top, like the base of my braid, to just calm down the frizz, since I'm not like putting a scrunchie or a rubber band at the base of my braid. In terms of the hold throughout the braid, today I decided to use leave-in conditioner with the Pomegranate and Honey. So you'll see me mention that. Then the hair milk for moisture. And then at the end, I'm going to do the Shine Mist. So when you're braiding, you don't necessarily need a gel to hold your braids together. You mainly need a gel to hold your braids together when you're adding extensions. And that's because most of the time your hair texture is different from the synthetic hair. Even if you're using human hair, your hair is different from it. And it helps to keep it sealed together that way. And I could have put gel on this. The only reason why I didn't want to put gel on this style is because I didn't want to risk the flakes, and I wanted it to last longer by just being moisturized with oil, and that should work. So, good question. Let me make sure I'm not missing. Thank you guys for helping answer the questions in the comments. If I'm missing it, please put it in the question box, because I won't necessarily be able to type the responses or catch them, because of course I'm using both hands. And this is going to relate to the next question, is how long is this style going to take? This style, I'm not going to lie, it is not going to be quick. We're going to see how far I can get in this hour. Okay? We will see. Based on what I've done in the past, I will guess 2 hours. I will guess. I'm going to guess an hour for the top and an hour for the back. We'll see. Okay? Have I used Edge Booster? I want to, but then I decided not to because someone told me that it flakes up. So, which color top Eco did you use? Yes, that's what I was showing you guys earlier. I used the red top with argan oil. It was the best Eco Styler. It has the best hold. Let me see something. Hold on. Because I'm using the wrong one or not. Yeah, you definitely need the Eco with the red top. It looks like this. And of course, it comes in multiple sizes. Okay. Oh, I'm getting a bump in one of my braids. I have to stretch out a little more. So if you're getting bumps in your braids, this means you're braiding too close. Yes, guys, you know I save the lives and upload them on YouTube. So if it's any other tutorials that you've missed, they're on YouTube already in the lessons playlist. So as you see at the end, it's getting kind of dry. I'm gonna grab a little bit of water and a little bit of Eco to bring that hair back together. So someone said you put rubber bands at the end of your hair, right? Do you have to put on rubber bands? No, you do not have to put on rubber bands. I personally have to put on rubber bands, and that is because my hair does not hold braids. It does not hold the braids. Like this one, I'm gonna have to, some of my hairs are uneven from a trim. And this is where those perm rods are gonna come into play. Because this rubber band is gonna have to go a little higher to hold that hair together, and then I'll just rod the end of this one so it curls up like the other ones. Good questions. Keep them going. Yes, this is going to be an arm workout. Hopefully not too much since my hair is growing, so I don't have to hold my arms up too high. But I'm also at the side of my head, so who knows. Someone said 3 hours because my braids are small. You know what? You right. You right. But I hope not. Okay? Also, you guys get a chance to see the perm rods on the end. So we're gonna cuff the end. And we're gonna pin it down with the other hair. Like that. As Tabitha says, like so, like that. And then we're going to wrap it and seal that end to the rubber band and clip. Bing. Okay, let's keep going. Eco at the base. Make sure those ones in the front, especially because those are your edges. I'm gonna spritz this with a little bit of water on the end, keep that going. And let's keep going with these questions, make sure I don't miss them. No, you do not have to use gel. It just helps at the base because that gives you your slick root. Otherwise, you're gonna have puffy roots. So just consider that when you're doing your braids. And after this one, I will show you how slick they look at the base. I have to get really close on my hands to make sure that they're smooth. Did you stretch your hair prior to this? If so, how? Definitely check out my post that I did earlier because I mentioned in the beginning of this live as well. I did a wash day and I did jumbo braids, went to sleep, woke up and picked my hair out. And if you were here in the beginning of this live, you probably saw my lion mane. My hair is absolutely huge right now, guys. So stretching, oh, I stretched my hair before this. So just, wait till you see it. Let's see. Yes, definitely check out the tiny rods. The tiny rods help you with the little ends of your braids. And consider it when you are even doing jumbo braids. Hold on, this definitely has bumps in it. Oh my gosh, like who thought that was okay? Let me take that down. I'm gonna soak it. That's what helps taking your braids down, if you soak them, by the way, little tip. Are you using the rice water system from Mielle or just the regular? So that's what I was showing you guys. So we're using the leave-in Palm and Honey conditioner. We're using the rice water hair milk. And at the end, we're gonna use their Shine Mist. In terms of the prep that I did, we used the rice water shampoo. I did the almond oil for my hot oil treatment. And I mixed that with that was on my scalp, and then I put on the Babassu Mint deep conditioner for my hair. Let's see. I have a question in the box. What are the names of the products you are using? I just answered, look at that. I'm on point today, guys. Like, I'm answering questions, I'm doing braids, I'm fixing bumps in the road. Like, you all are helping me through this process. And that is why I decided to do this on live today, because now you guys can go through it with me. How do you like the rice water shampoo? It smells amazing, y'all. Like, amazing. It smells so good. So definitely consider getting it. I posted it on my story today that the sale ends today. It should be $6.19 from Juneteenth. If you want a 25% off coupon, that is in the link in my bio. So get the deals, friends, get the deals. It is all there, plug and play. Okay, so now that y'all didn't sit here and had to watch me take this braid down, like, now y'all see how this can also be an issue if you have the bumps in your braids. Only because part of it is that I like my braids neat. So I'm doing it again. Someone said that the shampoo is sold out. So you just gonna have to wait till next time. That's okay. That is okay. That is okay, friend. You will be all right. Man, they had the shampoo this morning. So that means people are buying it up. It's the last day. They're probably buying multiples too. You have permission to leave this live. Go check what they have left for $6.19 because it's going till midnight, and then come right back. Okay, after I finish this braid, I will answer a couple more questions. So drop them in the chat or in the question box on Instagram, and then we would do our next part. Someone said that they bought 4 shampoos. Alicia said she bought 4 shampoos. So you see they buying them up. That speaks for itself. Seriously. So far the braids are looking good. It means that I'm stretching them out pretty well because they're not scrunching back up. Like this one is doing it a little bit, but not too much. The goal is for the braids to stay straight. This hairstyle is also for the holiday, even though we are been celebrating Juneteenth. I'm going to visit some family members, and so this would be very helpful so I don't have to do my hair at all. I will continue to oil my scalp with my drops and call it a day. Okay. Question in the box. How come you're doing small braids? So, I was saying how my sister did this style. Oh yeah, if you all missed the lion before. This is only half of my head. My sister did this style, and she got it to last 2 weeks. And I was very tempted to do it myself. And I said, this is a good style to do that will last and should be okay. So I said, I'm gonna do it. And that is why I decided to do the small ones instead of like the big ones. So let's get this part right. So you start from the back. Drag, and then switch to the front. Boom, perfectionist. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of crooked in the back. So let's do it again. And just this little piece. You'll see it should make a difference. Let's see, I think I fixed it. Did I fix it, y'all? Or am I tripping? I think I made it worse. Hold on. Okay, that's fixed. That's it. I think that's it. Okay, we're wrapping this up. Oop, y'all hear that shoulder pop? That's how you know it's real. Yes, arms are already working. All right, we're doing the work smarter, not harder. Remember, so we're gonna wet this. We're gonna get our Eco. And I'm rubbing it at the base. And I'll show you what that looks like. Eco. This is me doing it slower, but when you see me doing it, I'm doing it faster. That's what that looks like. And then I go under. Rub it at the base. Leave in. Oh, let me layer it first before I do that. We could do that though, but I think I want to layer instead of mixing because I want them to last long and I want them to have that coating on them. We talked about that earlier. We working smarter, not harder, not lazy. I promise you, by the half point of this, I will probably be mixing. I'm gonna be honest right now. I will probably be mixing when it gets close to the end of this, especially for the back. Like, who's looking back there? No one, not me. But we're gonna act right in the front. Okay, we're getting it. We're doing something here. Let's see. Let's get started. Separate this into 3 parts. Get close to the scalp for the beginning. And then come down some and stretch that braid out. So I'm still braiding under, but I'm braiding them loosely so that they're stretched out braids. They won't shrink. You guys brought up some good points today. I appreciate it. And you're keeping me busy. Y'all like my bang? Oh, this is what's gonna happen by the end of this. It's gonna be nuts. Straight up nuts. Okay. Well, if you are doing small braids, it would be 4 hours. You know what? Look, this was supposed to be the question box. You're supposed to be making me feel better, okay? Let's see. Do you have to wet your hair, or can this be done on dry hair? This can absolutely be done on dry hair, but you may get frizzy braids. So by adding that water, you're gonna get that smooth braid. If you're on Facebook, you need to come over to Live and come help me out. They over here laughing in the comments. They over here putting stuff in the question box, talking about 4 hours. Help me out, Devines. Help me out. Can you do a live when you take this style down? Yeah, so that's what we were talking about. I will do one for, of course, I was thinking about doing one for the trim, but you're saying the actual takedown, huh? Maybe. I'm gonna call you Jay. You can correct me and give me another name, but I'm calling you Jay for now. Let's see. Yeah, answer the question about the water. That's important. How long do you leave the rod at the end? I would leave it in, honestly, overnight, because you gotta give it time to fully set, just like I would with my other perm rods, especially because that's hair right there that doesn't curl. So just leave it in, let it dry, at least till it's dry. Because it's a smaller rod and a smaller piece of hair, it won't take that long to dry. So it may be a couple of hours, but I would just leave it in. Okay, we doing something. Okay, so you see how this is smooth at the top. You can tell it's wet, it's moisturized, and then it's like fuzzy at the bottom. That's where that water comes into play. Because as I braid down, more product's gonna work its way down there. But I need that water. All right, so we're gonna separate this into 3 sections. Start braiding close to the scalp. And then we wanna stretch it out. And if you see me go back, it's because I'm trying to keep that hair nice and smooth. So you can braid stretched out, but you want your actual hair to be smooth. Here, I'll scoot up so y'all can see this one braid. You all see those edges though, right? Phew! Gotta get those edges right. That's important. It's important. Okay, when I put the rubber band at the end of this one, I'll answer your other questions because I see them there. If you are still in this live, I appreciate you for sticking through it to the end because don't you see what I have to do? The fact that I am even thinking about doing this. If you know me personally, you know I'm lazy. So, the fact that I'm even thinking about sitting here and doing all these braids, I have love for you all. Seriously. Because this was actually also an idea from a fellow Devine. I just thought about that. I remember that we were doing another live when I took my perm rods down in the morning. And who was it? I want to say it was Just Jay. And she said you should do individual braids. I want to say it was her. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. But I'm pretty sure it was her. And then I was like, ooh, and then I could curl the ends. And I'm going to put perm rods on the end. Ooh, yeah. We done got ourselves started. That's what happened. And I said that too, because I was like, okay. And send me a DM so that I could do that one before I go back to work. I said I'm going to do it the Tuesday before I officially go back to work. Look at us doing it. And falling out in the process. Okay, don't worry, I am not going to forget your questions. So, LOL. Okay, you all ready for this question? Did you eat prior to starting? Will you take a break in between? Okay, so actually today I had a bomb lunch and I ate late. So what I've been doing lately, actually part of my new regimen lately since I've been working out, is to stop eating by 8:30 p.m. Central Time. So that time is approaching. But what I do in the evenings now, I may eat heavier at lunch, and then I will make a smoothie because they say it's best to eat fruits and vegetables in the evening because your body processes them better. So I'm just trying new things. So technically, did I eat? Yes. Am I getting hungry? Yes. Thank you, friend. Let's see. Oh, this is a random question about doing twist. Ooh, switch it up. Conversation time. You guys definitely can throw in some stuff about other topics because this style is going to take a lifetime. The way I do it is braid in the beginning and then turn it into a twist. Yeah, you can. Unfortunately, your comment is cutting off. It doesn't show me the full question. Why though? I have no idea. So you're gonna have to do a little more. Let's see. The way okay. But my hair always likes to peek through right at the top part where ... and that's where it stops, your question. I can only read up to that point. So let me know what else you were trying to say. And I'll come right back to that question. Thanks for asking. Can someone type the same thing in Instagram and I will pin the name, but my username on Instagram is my same name that you search on Facebook. And the link to my Facebook business page is also in my bio. It'll say Facebook business page, and that's all you got to do is click that. But can someone put @Devine_Glamour, and I can pin that comment, because that is the same name. I keep all my names universal. It's the same on every page. Even my TikTok is the same. Thank you for asking. If you are on Facebook, you are already in action. But yes, guys, all of my links to everything is in my bio. I try to keep it universal for you guys so it's easy to find. Okay, this braid in the front is serious with the edges. I'm splitting some of this hair because it was uneven. Some of that hair that's close to the end was starting to run out. Where the braid and the twist, okay, here we go. This is the rest of the other question. Where the braid and the twist switch, is there a better method or whole gel that would work right there? This is for spring twist, added hair. Oh, okay. Let's get to that, because that's a really good question, actually. I'll tell you about that. Did someone put the name in? I think I missed it. Someone put in the chat for me @DEVINE_Glamour, and I'll pin that up there for Sassy Nappy Jess. Okay, we're rubber banding, rubber band this braid, and then we're gonna part again and go to the next one. So far we have a decent amount. I'm gonna show you guys the movement of these. Thank you, Odie Bree. Okay, so you see I have decent amount of movement in them. They're straight, they stay smooth, and I'll be able to pull these up. So that it's no pain or anything. They're gonna function as knotless braids. At night, I will be tying these down as well. Okay, so now let's answer Courtney's question. So her question was regarding the passion twist and how, okay, first of all, this part is fire, except I think it's too big, but that was fire. Actually, y'all, part on point. And that's gonna be cute because I slanted it a little bit because I wanted this like side part. Okay, anywho, let's answer Courtney's question. So in terms of the passion twist or spring twist, like with added hair, there's multiple ways you could do it. My question to you is, have you tried crochet version? I do an individual crochet option, and I do it on my Devines. I recently did it on a client, and I will post those as well, the results of that. But what you do is exactly what I'm doing right now, and you could choose for it to be this small or not, but you do all the boxes and you do braided of the original hair. And then you take the latch hook and you put it through the braid, you hook the added hair on this braid, and then weave your hair into the crochet hair. That's one way. I just realized this one's kind of frizzy, so let's add some gel on it. Okay? That's one way. The other way is to have your hair French braided all over and then to loop your twist on that way as well. The other way is to twist your hair in with the twist and just twist with both, like braid it together and then start the twist of the crochet twist. Honestly, I think that takes longer, and that's probably what gives you more frizz, but honestly, that style is meant to be kind of like frizzy looking. So, if you want, we can do a session where as you're doing it, I can give you directions straight to you with your hair on how to apply it and do it at home. Same thing for anyone else. If you're looking to do a style at home and you're not sure how to do it, or the way you did it is not working, let's set up a virtual session so I can help you throughout the process, so you can get the look, and I'll tell you exactly what tools you need and everything. So we're getting closer to the middle of my hair, so you can see it's more fuller, so these braids are gonna look a little different, which is perfectly fine. Okay, add a little more water on those ends. Yeah, if you're having problems with the crochet needle, definitely I can show you how. I love doing the crochets. Okay, let's part this one. Ow. That was not a good one. Let's do it again. I had a crosshair. Let's see how big this is. Yeah, I'll keep it. Let's clip this up. And before I braid, I see another question. Let's answer it. Thank you so much. I read you said it was neat. That's really my goal, is to keep it neat. Your hair is so long and soft. What products do you use for it to be healthy and long? So, pretty good question. Part of it is patience. Patience is a product too, guys. And I'm gonna wrap up with this, because this will be the end of this live. And don't worry, I will post the results like I told you. But the key to keeping your hair long and soft is by keeping it moisturized. You need water. A lot of people are scared of water with their hair, but actually water is key. Water is what keeps the frizz down. Water is what keeps your hair nourished. Also, water is what keeps your hair bouncy. That's what makes it soft, is by adding the water. So if you're constantly styling your hair with it dry, you're always going to get frizz, and you're always going to get more volume. Now, if you're seeking volume and your hair is not voluminous, then you want to do more styles dry. But if you have volume in your hair already and frizz is an issue, you need water. You need more water when you're styling your hair, not just product. Even if the product is water-based, you need actual water. You need the mist. I'll even show you an example. See how I've already added the product. I missed it before, but my ends are getting dry. This is where I'm going to mist this hair here, run my fingers through, and you see how my hair is starting to condense already? Water. So it's going to keep it slick, and it's going to keep it smooth. So, I love you guys. Stay tuned. I will be posting short videos, and catch me on YouTube. All right, good night.